Thank you so much. And it's just a privilege for me to be here with such outstanding women talking about this Prop 16. Let me just say that we're going this last 100 years, and this year we're celebrating 100 years of women having the right to vote, right? It's our centennial. So this is a positive thing for all of us as women. I honored many of our women at our city and our city staff this past several months ago before COVID-19 hit. This has really been a milestone for women, but 100 years sounds like a long time, but actually in the historical essence of women and what we fought for, our ancestry has fought for, it's really been a very short period of time. So we need to remember that and be thankful that we do have the right to vote. We've really progressed over the last 100 years. But I am very concerned about Prop 16. Prop 209 was passed in 1996, so the voters understand. And let me just read a little bit. What Prop 16 is trying to overturn Prop 209. And Prop 209 states the state can't discriminate against anyone on basis of preferential treatment, on the basis of race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin, or public employment, public education, or public contracting. So in essence, what Prop 16 is doing is overturning a very expansive and a very vast law that was passed by the majority in 1996 that actually outlawed discrimination on many levels. So as women, we look at moving forward, and I so appreciate what the two speakers just had to say. Actually, we have probably the narrowest gender gap in California than any other state based on equal pay. California women basically have generated about $320 million, $1 billion annually based on our business efforts that we bring forward in the state of California. So I just want to say that this whole initiative, so many of our residents are very concerned across the board, whether it's our Asian community, our Indian community. Many are very concerned about the simple fact, not even so much about women, but about the fact that their children are studying and working hard and getting accolades in high school. But then if they want to go and apply at a public university, they're going to have to compete with someone that may be getting C-level grades, right? Based on not their effort, not their success story in high school, but based on the fact of their color. And this is not what we should be doing. It shouldn't be based on that. It should be non-discriminatory. We need to defend and protect Prop 209. It was very well thought out. It was very well received by many, many voters here in the state of California. We as women understand that a lot of this argument about women's inequality and somehow Prop 16 is going to create that, gender gap and tighten it up. I just don't see that happening at all. It really is about, and it was very reactionary how this was brought forward. It's really about trying to feed into this narrative that we've been experiencing over the last 3 to 4 months and past. People can come in, and maybe students can come in with a C average grade, right? And they're competing with students that work so hard to get their grade average up and to be competitive, and then they can be turned away by a student that has a C grade just based on their color. That is just not okay. That isn't proper. That isn't what equality is about. That's not what we should be looking at. Prop 209 should not be overturned. It is a very bad idea that Prop 16 would go forward. Again, I'm out talking to so many residents, so many of our women and men across the city that are adamantly in opposition to supporting Prop 16. So just based on the fact that if you, again, reference the discrimination against government preferential treatment basis on race, sex, color, or national origin, or public employment, we have to maintain that credibility. We have to make sure that we are providing, even at the local level, at the state level, at the federal level, we need to be treating people on a basis that is non-discriminatory and is not pulling out these certain factors to try to make this make sense, but all they're really trying to do is to allow people to come into the public sector, to public employment, to public education, and based on your color, that you can get appointed above someone that worked hard and had merit. And I just don't think that is what we should be doing. We should adhere to Prop 209 that has a very good argument against discrimination, against discriminatory practices, and I support Prop 209. I will be working ardently against Prop 16 and making sure that all my residents understand, and many of them are doing that, that we need to oppose Prop 16. And that's my position. So I'm very pleased to be here today, and thank you so much for adding me on to the agenda.
Thank you for being here, Christina. I was going through my texts and thinking if I forgot anything about you, and I realized you were a Woman of the Year. Assemblyman DeVore made you Woman of the Year for California. Like that's wonderful. That's the days when a Republican.
Well, thank you so much.
Really appreciate you being here and for all that you've done.
That was a great opportunity. I got to go to Sacramento with my mother, my sister, and go on the Senate floor, and it was a privilege that I will not forget. So thank you.